Okay. I'm pretty sure I don't want to roll my window up, so I have to check after I get done recording to see if the sound is decent, because I got reefer back there is running. So hopefully I'm coming out pretty good, because I don't want to record this video again. But this video is an upload. Well, this upload is going to be on Futurama. I'm on season 5. It's episode 9 and 10. 9 is titled, I forgot what 9 is titled. 10 is titled the Farnsworth parabox instead of paradox. The number 9 is titled, episode 9 is titled The Sting. So I'm gonna roll this window up. I hope this is, that looks way better too. Roll this window up, so I'll at least cut half of that sound off. So I'll roll the other window up. If I roll the other window up, it's definitely gonna be too hot in here for me. I know people are probably, I think I've addressed this before, why my skin looks like this. It's called vitiligo. But anyway, so episode 9 is called The Sting, and only thing I can, best way I can describe it is, it's a testament to Fry's love for Leela and her constant rejection of him. Now, taking in consideration both these what happened in both these episodes, I feel like both of them were needed in order for a transition. I'm hoping. Like I said, I've watched this series before, but I can't remember every episode, of course. So I can't remember which episode Leela and Fry actually get together. Spoiler alert. But this is, I think this is the first signs of that. So this is basically, it starts off with the crew getting some crazy mission, and I guess you could call it, it's not peer pressure because it's not their peer, but it's kind of like the professor's pushing them in to do this mission. Oh, well, I shouldn't be giving you guys this mission because I don't think you're that good. What do you mean? We're good. We're good. We're not. I don't think you guys are as good as my last crew, and they died doing this mission. It's like, no, we're definitely as good as your last crew. We can go in there and, you know, there's all these jokes made about it. So they have to go and get space honey. Now, taking consideration, Futurama is a fictional show that's based in the future. So, a lot of the storylines are going to be pretty wacky. And this is one of those. They have to go get the space honey. So, they go to get the space honey. Everything pretty much goes according to plan, I guess. They've achieved their mission. But for some reason, Leela decides to pick up one of the smaller bees. Why, I don't know. And they already been over the fact that these bees are very deadly to humans. They make a joke about it, which I'm probably going to butcher right now. So he says, the venom from this thing is so deadly, if you get hit with it, you'll die instantly. But you don't want to even know what happens to you if you're actually allergic to it. And he starts shaking his head. Hermes is one of the characters. It's like, wait a minute, but death is the ultimate, isn't it? Like, there's nothing worse than death, is there? It's like, so how can that be worse? I don't know. I guess that's just part of the humor. I'm not trying to take it too seriously. It was funny when I heard it. So they're back in the ship, and they're leaving this planet, and guess what? The bee decides to wake up and sting somebody. So it goes for Leela, but Fry jumps in front of her. The stinger passes right through him and hits her. Now, what you don't find out until the end of the episode, and which makes this episode so great, is that the whole time she's been in a coma, basically having all these dreams about the other characters. Fry's been present through each and every one of those dreams. Basically, now I understand it. After a couple hours have passed since I've watched it, it's basically, so it takes a traumatic event like this in order for her to understand how important Fry is to her, or how much Fry cares for her, to really have that idea or that concept cemented into her thought process, if that makes any sense at all. But you know, she has dreams, and Fry is constantly there telling her to wake up, and you're like, but as a viewer, you're seeing it and you're only thinking that Fry is actually deceased. You're thinking that the character Fry is dead. Like, oh, that's fucking crazy. Why would Fry die, man? That's messed up. You're thinking Fry's dead the whole time and that Leela's having dreams about him, but in fact, she is having dreams about him, but she's actually in a coma, and Fry's been sitting by her bedside for like the 2 weeks that she's been out. Which again, actions speak louder than words. He really cares about her, and it takes this traumatic event for her to, I guess, for her to understand it. Now that I really think about it, which I guess is a good setup for them actually being together. Now, nothing much happened in that episode, but that, and like I say, I didn't take detailed notes, so I can't go word for word what happened in that episode. So I'm now going to go on to the next episode, which is titled the Farnsworth Parabox. I'm getting that right instead of paradox. So this one is another great episode, but I think they both tie into one another with Leela and Fry's relationship. But this one starts off, can't remember exactly how it starts off, but it's with the professor, of course, making some crazy invention or finding out something. He creates a box with an alternate universe in it, and he makes a big stink about, hey, do not open the box. So of course, the most responsible character in the series is Leela, and she's tasked with guarding it. So she figures out a way to stop every other character from looking in the box, and then she decides to look in the box. What she finds in the box is, of course, her alter self. But they're not bad. They're just same wacky characters they're actually drawn the same way, but they're the same wacky characters, but they have different hair color and clothes colors, which I think you wouldn't think something as small as that would be so dramatic, but in fact, in my opinion, in fact, it is, because you've grown with these certain characters. Like Fry has a red jacket and he has red hair. You've grown with that character looking that way, and then all of a sudden you're introduced to another character in the alternate universe, of course, that has black hair and another color jacket. Can't remember the color. But it's like, whoa, it kind of pushed me back a little bit. So as I'm dealing with that, they go on to I'm trying to think where they were going with this one. There might be something bigger there, but I can't quite put my finger on what they're trying to get at in this episode. But what ends up happening is, of course, one side thinks the other side is evil, and vice versa. You know, is that saying I'm saying right? Both sides think the other side's evil. Simplistic, making it simple as I can. I need to stop stuttering. That's what I need to do. This is actually helping me do that. So, ignore that. So yeah, both sides think the other side's evil. So once they get through that, and they become the best of friends, and they see in the alternate universe that the alternate Fry and alternate Leela are actually married, not only dating but married. And of course, Fry is visibly upset about that, and he's protesting or blowing some steam towards Leela. And what else happened in this episode? There's a lot of funny stuff in there, but like I say, I don't take notes on it, so I can't pick up on everything. It's up to somebody else. It's up to somebody who watches this to go and watch the episode. And I think both of these episodes are worth a watch. But let me finish, talk to myself, let me finish this episode 10. So they get to a point when they realize, okay, Hermes, one of the characters, is going to follow through with the initial job, which was to destroy the box. But they're inside that box. So if he destroys that box, then they'll be destroyed, right? So they have to go back and stop him. Easier said than done. The two Hermes have decided to take the box and pretend to be kings or something like that. So they don't know what to do at this point, so they decide to create more parallel universes, trying to find another portal into their own parallel universe. But I think they made something close to like 1,000 or more different parallel universes now. Of course, the Hermes walk back in. They say, "Okay, give us the box back, you imbeciles." And they decide, oh, something happens. They fall into that universe, and then next thing you know, they're chasing each other. Everybody's chasing everybody through these different universes, which I think is pretty brilliant. But I think they dropped the ball on this, or they missed out on an opportunity to expand on these characters in a more grand fashion, because you see a blind version of them, you see a robot version of them, and you see a hippie version of the professor, which is like, okay. But overall, they're great episodes. And at the end, Leela decides to take Fry up on his offer for a date.